Hello everybody. Today I'll tell you how to configure SZ-EFM NTU. For that we have to insert a cable from our laptop to the management port of this EFM LTU. Then we'll give an IP, manual IP to our laptop or desktop, whatever we are using. That IP should be 192.168.1 dot something, 255.255.250, and gateway would be 192.168.1.1. So now here you can see I have given an IP of 192.168.1.3. Now we will configure this EFM NTU by using web-based management, for which we will open any browser and there we will type http://192.168.1.1. After entering this, it will ask for a username and password. Username for this EFM NTU is root, so as the password is root. After entering both entries, we will get a home screen which is showing these following options: home, basic, advanced, status, admin, and utility. First we need to configure this EFM NTU as master or slave, for which we will click on basic, where we can see there are two options, CO side and CPE side. CO side stands for master and CPE side stands for slave. So it is already selected on CO side. Then we will click on next. Here we can see this 192.168.2.1 IP is already enabled, which is on static IP. We can disable it or enable it. It is used for inbound management, so that we can access our EFM NTU by Ethernet port 2, any of the Ethernet port. We will click on the next. Then we can see these are the configuration we have already done in this. Now we need to configure the DSL part of our modem EFM NTU. So we will click on advanced. There we will go on the ssdsl.bis.efm, where we can see that link is 2-wire. So in the drop down box we can see 2-wire, 4-wire or 8-wire, but this is a single pair modem, that's why it is showing just 2 wires. Then we can see this NX, it is BG. It will remain BG as per India, otherwise it can be something else. Then we can see this TCPAM, it can be like TCPAM 32, PAM 16, automatic, or 128 or optimal mode. That TCPAM 16 is for 2 Mbps, 32 is for 5 Mbps, and after optimal mode is to calibrate this copper, that how much this copper can take the bandwidth is. So it will calculate by itself and show you the value that how much it will carry. But for now I'm setting it for PAM 32 and it will take a line rate of 89. Then we can see SNR margin and threshold margin. We will select this SNR margin as 6 and threshold margin as 6.2. Now we can see there is an option SN line probing. Now we can see we click on the link mode, and link mode is auto enabled and it should be auto only. Flow control should be enabled. We will click on continue. Here in this card, this is the status symbol, and where we can see, here we can see the status of the DSL part. If it is synchronized it will show some value, but right now it is not connected to anything, so it is not showing any value. It is 00. In the MGMT part we can see that MGMT configuration, that in the link part, if there is some link is working it will show there, and below that there is performance. This performance part will show how is the performance of our EFM NTU. Here we can see there are 3 options: blue, green and red. Blue is invalid interval, green is valid interval with no errors, red is valid interval with errors. So according to that, when link is working, these numbers 01, 02, 03, they'll show you the color according to the errors, or if there are no errors it will show green, otherwise it will show red. Right now nothing is working, so it is showing blue, that is invalid interval. In the admin part, we can configure like password and all. In this AFM NTU, we can't save any configuration by itself, so we need to restart the AFM NTU. Then only we'll be able to configure or we'll be able to save our configuration. Otherwise, our configuration will be lost if we are not restarting the AFM NTU after configuring it. So after rebooting, it will get all the configuration will be get saved, and this AFM NTU will be ready to use. So now I have configured this AFM NTU as master with a line rate of 89, that is 5.7 Mbps. After rebooting, we will see that the power LED of this AFM NTU will turn into blue. That means it is CO or master. Otherwise, on CPE side, it won't be blue, it will be green only. Now we will configure AFM NTU CPE side. Procedure for the login will be the same. It won't require any password now. And again, I'm going to the basic menu where I can see it is already selected on CPE side. And then I'll click on next. There it is already clicked on static IP, and in slave we'll turn a static IP of 192.168.2.1. In master side or CPE CO side, we have used it 192.168.2.1. Here we'll use 192.168.2.2 so that we can get an access of both the AFM NTU from the same side. Now again, after configuring basic, we'll configure the DSL part, for which we'll click on advanced and there SSH.ES7.bis. Same thing we can do here too. PAM16 or PAM32 and optimal mode auto PAM16 PAM32. While talking about line probing is very much similar to optimal mode, but it works till PAM32 only. So when we are using PAM32, we can enable line probing for this optimal mode function. Now when our DSL part is configured, flow control, as I already said, should be enabled. Link mode, all the 4 Ethernet should be on auto mode. Then we have to save our configuration, so we'll go on the utility, click restart and restart it. After rebooting, as I already told you, that configuration will be saved. So this AFM NTU I have configured as AFM NTU CPE side or AFM NTU master. The power LED of it will be green only, and now I'm connecting those two AFM NTU by DSL cable on the XDSL ports. So after synchronizing, I'll show you the LED, the status which this AFM NTU will show. Let that AFM NTU get rebooted, then only they will get synchronized. It will take a little time because it is getting rebooted. Until rebooting, only after rebooting it will be getting synchronized. I have connected my cable on the master side, that is CO side, so that I'll get an access of CO side. So I'm clicking on the basic. Still taking time. You need to have some patience. So we can see that I have connected it on the CO side. I'll click on the status part, and there on the SSL DSL BIS status, I can see there it is trying to synchronize. So on the local side it is showing in say SNR margin, but on the remote side it was not showing then. But now it's synchronized, so it is showing on the both sides. That means our AFM NTU, CO and CPE are communicating with each other on copper pair 1. Thank you.